film critic and a teacher. Do you, I'm assuming you watched horror movies when you were a film critic. Were there things that you watched in horror movies that always bothered you and you said, you know what, if we ever do get to do this, I will never make that mistake, or I will never do that really obvious thing? I mean, were those were you trying to make something that you had never seen before, I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah, it started with Navot. Navot was my student, and then he, and I remember as a lecturer at the film department, I came from theory and criticism, and I was always urging kids, students, to go and do their dream projects. And it was very funny because when you go to film school, I don't know if it's like that in Chicago, but when you go to film school in Israel, you go into film school. You want to become the next Tarantino, the next Coen brothers, the next Steven Spielberg, before he did Schindler's List. But and then, just kidding. And then when you go out of the university, because all the teachers like brainwash you, you want to be like only the next, Godard or Fellini and or Haneke, which are great. But what happens to all these kids who wanted to be like the naughty guys, the brats, doing stuff like they did in the 70s and the 80s in the USA? Nothing of that remains. So I, as a film lecturer, always told my students, go, make your film, make your dreams, make your horror films. And we're like, nobody will let us do that. So Navot and I decided to do the first Israeli horror film so I can show my students it's okay. So I was stupid enough to boldly go where no one go before with Navot, and then it went well. I have to say that it's been a slow revolution, because when Rabies came out, it wasn't an immediate hit in Israel. Only when it got into Tribeca and Chicago and all the festival circuits and a lot of critical acclaim around the world, people in Israel said, oh wait, I think we're onto something.